Alrighty, what is going on, ladies and gents? Welcome back to the channel for another market update. Hope everybody's having a lovely day. And with that being said, let's get into the TA. We're going to start off with the daily time frame over here on SPY. I am going to point out we did break out to a new high today, which does confirm this low over here as the higher low. We now have a confirmed uptrend going on the daily time frame. You have your high, you have your higher low, you have your higher high. We are in an uptrend. Dips are to be used as buying opportunities until proven otherwise. Just like when we got over here, what did we point out? After this one right here, and then we came back down. Guess what? Rallies were to be used as selling opportunities. And guess what? We now have the complete opposite over here on SPY. And then what do we got over here on QQQ? You have this same exact thing. We had this higher low get put in. You broke through the high today of 372.74, the high of this candlestick right here. And now we are now in a confirmed uptrend on the daily time frame. So I do think we have some more room to go. That doesn't mean we can't have a cool off, like, you know, a little pullback tomorrow. Things can cool off a little bit. So a cool off day does not mean we can't have that. But I am going to say, I think it's very likely we come right up here to 380.69. That is the gap fill that was left behind all the way back on the 1st of August. So just about a month ago. Come over here to SPY. What is our next target? All right, guys. Above here, above 445.22, we were looking for 448.11 to be hit. And now we have hit that. We have continued on. I think it's very likely that we head straight up to 451.55. That is the level that we've been paying attention to on the upside. Now above there, we will be watching the gap fill all the way at 455.49. I am just going to say right now, I do expect sellers to be strong right here. If not, then guys, we're coming straight up here, another $4 all the way up to that gap fill. And I do think there is going to be a pullback before all is said and done. I don't think the downside is done yet. I'm going to clarify that, but I will remind everyone what we were looking for on the weekly update, guys. What were we looking for? We were looking for some continuation out of this candlestick right here. We did not have a bearish candlestick on every single index. We had hammers across the board on QQQ, on SPY, on IWM. What do we got going on over here? What is on DIA? I hammer. All right, guys, things did not look bearish. So we were saying on the weekly time frame, I can't necessarily say this is a bullish looking candlestick, but on the daily time frame, we were looking for more upside to then be followed by more downside. Now, are we going to get that? I think we probably are going to get that. Let's just put a Fibonacci retracement up here all the way at the top. Let's see where we're going. All right, guys. So we will be paying attention to this. I will be keeping this on my chart here. I know it's a little messy here, but until we reach the 0.786 or the 0.618, which we're at right now, all right? So the 0.786, until we either reach that level or we turn down, I'm going to keep this on my chart to remind everyone, guys, golden pocket, this is where we likely are going to be stalling out. All right. I'm not going to say it's going to be stalling out to then come down and take out these lows. I'm not saying that at all right? We are at 450 now. That is a $20 move lower. This is what I was trying to tell everybody down here. If you're a bear and you're unhappy with the move you just got, I just don't understand. You had a 6% move down, times that by 4. Guys, that was a $25 move down right here. All right, $26. All right. So if you were a bear and you were not satisfied with this pullback, I really don't understand. You just gave the whole entire run back. And then if you did come down here to 430 and you thought a lot of buyers were going to step in, well, now you guys see what I was talking about. Anybody who missed this whole run, they got the most glorious opportunity right here ever. All right. If you didn't load up down here, I'm just going to tell you. All right. Because maybe you wanted a better entry. Like, you know, I loaded up down here and then I sold, like, it was either on this day or this day. And I was like, yeah, I think we're going to come down to 430. All right. So if you're in that boat, just know there will be pullbacks. You don't see things go straight up. I understand over here you did go straight up. So, I mean, we can see it, but you're very likely going to be getting these pullbacks. And where could we be watching for these pullbacks? Let's take that Fibonacci retracement off. And let's just say we push all the way up to 451.55 and we don't have any pullbacks. Well, guys, we're going to be watching the 0.5 retracement and then the golden pocket, which is all the way down here at 440 to 437. So that is where I will be watching if we stall out up here for a retracement on this mega move we just got right here. All right. But in the meantime, let's take that off. Let's see what we're dealing with over here on QQQ. All right. QQ is going absolutely berserker over here. So I do want to point out, all right, the 0.786 is right at the 380.69 gap fill. So that is the level to be watching right here. All right, I'm actually going to put an alert on that right here, so we will know when that gets hit right there. But I am going to point out, guys, QQ is up 2.24%. Let's just look back on the charts. Let's see if we could find another one of these days. I know where the last one is, but let's just do it together, all right? All right, do you guys see any 2% days? I don't see any 2% days, all right? What do you got? We're still going back, guys. Now we're at the beginning of June here. You still are having the best that you've had in over a month here, all right? Let's keep going, all right? Do we still not see any 2% days? Here we go. I knew it was over there, but just to go over with everyone, guys, here is the last time you had an above 2% day over on QQ, and what did we get the next day? You saw a continuation, which I do think is very likely. I think we probably head on up to that 380.69 gap fill. I'm not saying that happens, but I am saying I believe it's likely, just like I believed that we're likely going to see some more upside, all right? So that was that. And I will point out, all right, yesterday, guys, we had extremely low volume, all right? So I did think this was going to be a fake out upside move here, all right? But regardless, after these low volume days with no conviction, you typically see one side take the wheel in a big way, all right? So it was to the upside. I will point out the last, if we come over here on SPY, I will point out the last few times you had an up day with low volume like we had over here, all right? So you have one right here. Rug pull, you had some continuation, then rug pull, all right? What do we got right here, all right? You had some continuation and then rug pull throughout the day, all right? You went from 441 all the way down to 438, so that was a $3 sell right there, all right? What do we got going on right here, all right? Green day off of low volume. Now that was rather low volume. You had a complete rug pull the next day. You went from 448 all the way down to 442. All right. Is there another one? Is there another green day we can refer to here? Oh, right here. What happened? Green day, low volume. What happened? Rug pull. All right. And I don't mean massive rug pull, but I mean like, hey, it was a fake move. All right. Bulls probably got excited and then boom, it was a bull trap. All right. So that's the last 4 times that took place. And, you know, this time was different. I am going to point that out right now. This time was completely different. I think it's very obvious. But yeah, I do want to point out, guys, this is the strongest move to the upside that we have seen on QQQ in, what is that, 2 months? All right. This was back on May 26th, guys. That was the last 2% plus day. And you had a lot more upside to go after that. So, guys, do not be surprised if you see the bull trend continue. We were pointing it out. This pullback was to be treated as a buying opportunity. That is what I was personally using it as. Do I wish I just, you know, loaded up, like, you know, all in on longs and just waited and then didn't take any profit on anything? Yeah, I do. All right. I really do, because, you know, you got paid. All right. So congratulations for anybody who did get paid during this move up. All right. You called it. We called it on the channel, all right? But I do want to point out, yeah, I didn't get to take part in this bad boy, all right? You see that bad boy? Now, I will bring you guys over to the bit of corn, all right? So Bitcoin had some bullish news going on today, and as we were pointing out, all right, when do we get bullish on Bitcoin? When you break out from this basing formation. We've been basing for, what is this, 2 weeks now? Yeah, 2 weeks. We've been forming this basing pattern. You have kind of a double bottom going on right there. But once you broke out past the side, why do you think there's this zone right here, all right? So you broke out in a big way today. I will point out the next level to be paying attention to is all the way up here at 28.8K. I think that is where we're going. Where do I get that level from? Touch point, touch point, touch point, touch point, touch point. All right, so that is going to be a respected level. If you really want to do it justice right here, you put a little zone on it. That is what you're paying attention to. Now, what did we also point out literally a few days ago? And maybe it was even in yesterday's video. All right, I'm pretty sure we actually did. I don't know. It was either in the weekly update or it was in yesterday's video. I pointed out, even if you do not see a full-on recovery to come back up here, we are looking for a back test of this broken trend line. All right, now we're gonna see that's gonna be the test, guys. It clearly was a respected trend line. You have 3 strong bounces coming off of this trend line specifically. But I will point out, all right, you got the Grayscale ETF approved today. So do I think it's going to stall out at the trend line? No, I do not. All right. But I do know for a fact, I called it out on the channel when we were over here. Now, we did see some more downside, but Riot, guys, also has its breakout from this, you know, this basing formation we had down there, all right? The selling was slowing. And then we also had Mara. Mara was actually on the weekly watch list this week. And Mara is having one heck of a day, up 30% at the current point in time. All right, so congratulations if anybody loaded them dated calls down there. Congrats if anybody bought shares down there, all right? Do I wish I loaded some dated calls instead of, going heavy on short? Yeah, I wish that would, you guys saw that. You see what's going on today. You see it. Do I wish I took the watch list play? Yeah, I also wish that was going on too. I'll give this a little shout out too. Nike. All right, Nike. Once you broke out past 99.19, which happened yesterday, let's just go down to the hourly time frame, see how that one played out. All right, we popped up. Which, guys, by the way, if you're new to the channel, we will do a weekly watch list and we'll go over that watch list on the stream every single Sunday. So if you are new to the channel, that's something you can look forward to as well every Sunday, guys. You can expect content from this channel every single day of the week, and that will not be changing. All right, we do the daily updates Monday through Friday, and then we have the weekly update on Saturday, and then we do the live stream on Sunday. So if you are new here, I'm glad to have you. I'm really glad to have all of you. Thank you for being here with me and sharing your time with me. Thank you very much. I appreciate you. But yeah, what were we looking for, guys? We're looking for these gap fills, all right? 173 and then 102.63. That was above 99.19. That is what we were looking for. You got the break and retest going on here. That is my favorite strategy to play. And then that happened. What was another one? Tesla. Tesla looks crazy, all right? So we were watching this one. Tesla looks crazy. I got faked out yesterday, all right? I had to sell that for, I think it was like a 20-something% loss, all right, on my 250 contract. And guess what? This thing freaking ran to 250. It did exactly what I was trying to play, all right? Boy, oh boy. And again, what is my favorite strategy? The break and retest. What do you have here? You get a breakout. Now, I got faked out by this old Fugazi move right here, all right? Guess what? You had the mother of all breakouts today, all right? You're the back test and then breakout. All right, you had the break, you had the retest, and you were off to the races, all right? So let's zoom out and see where Tesla could be going, all right? Well, guys, above this 255.80 level, which is from these touch points over here, I think it's the low of this candlestick. Yes, it is, all right? So one touch point, 2, 3, 4. You have quite a bit going on here, all right? This is a little, you dance around that level. Regardless, it's going to be a respected level. Above there, you have nothing, all right? Nothing. I mean nothing until 265. So, do I think it's going to get up to 265? Yes, I do think it's going to get up to 265. The exact level to be paying attention to is all the way over here at 264.77. Let me take my time here. There we go. All right, so 264.77 is the high of that candlestick. That is where you're paying attention to on this. But again, let's take a little fib extension, or not fib extension, fib retracement from the high down to the low. Now, guys, hey, was anybody paying attention when your boy was calling out that the bottom right here on this gap fill was very likely very close? And the worst that's going to happen is this thing's going to go down 200. So again, congratulations if anybody has a lot of money out there and loaded Tesla shares. I had 4. I took profits on that today, and I added more Riot because of the news. All right, but yeah, all right. Your boy's not a whale, but your boy will be a whale in the coming years. I can almost guarantee that. All right, I'm excited for what is to come. But right here, guys, what is right by our 264.77 level, 265? Boom, we got the 0.618, boom, bop, bing, boop, pow, right there. All right, so I do think Tesla is very likely to come back in here into this golden pocket, which goes all the way up to 281. That is a 0.786 fib. So I am going to point out you got quite a bit of upside. Congratulations if anybody played that one as well. All right, guys, so I am going to kick things off with that. I am going to let you guys know my thoughts right here. I think Bitcoin has some more upside. I think Mara also has some more upside. I think Mara is going to come in contact with this downtrend and break that downtrend. We can take this out right there, even though, hey, look at that respected channel, bottom of the channel right there. Is the top going to be respected? Most likely, but I do think you're very likely going to get a breakout over there. Riot lagging behind Mara. If I had to take a guess, I guess Mara is going to be more shorted than Riot. So I took position on both of those. All right, these are the longs that I feel comfortable with, all right, because you don't just want to buy into this, but I did just go over how, hey guys, I think it's very likely QQ comes up to 380, guys. The last time we saw this kind of day was all the way up here. You had a $5 day the next day. So do I think that is going to be the case this time? Yeah, I think it's very likely that it's going to be the case this time. Do you see this big day, the best day it's had in like over 2 months? Congratulations to anybody who played that bad boy. All right, VIX, does this thing look bullish? No, it didn't look bullish to us here. Does it look bullish to anybody now? No. All right, so that is that. All right, next thing I'll point out, last thing I'll point out is NVIDIA. All right, NVIDIA literally did a break and retest right here. All right, congrats to anybody who played that. Boom, you do have like a, little head and shoulders going on right there. But all in all, guys, with these two candlesticks, you had bullish candlesticks going on here with the lower wicks. All right, right on the breakout level, which was right over here. And you're off to the races. You have nothing on NVIDIA until 502, which is the high of this candlestick right here, 502.66. I think that is also something that is likely to get hit in the coming trading sessions. But again, guys, we can't have those pullbacks. That is that. With that being said, I will catch you all in the next one. Everybody have a lovely rest of your day, and peace.